Hello and welcome to the 15th video podcast from Birds I've Seen. We're in the Lee Valley still. We've done a few podcasts from the Lee Valley, but we're at the very top of the Lee Valley, about 20 miles away from my house, 30 miles away from central London. It seems like a great place. It's Amwell Nature Reserve. It's run by the Wildlife Trust. There was a bittern here yesterday, so that's absolutely fantastic. We're very unlikely to see that today, but there's water, there's woods, there'll be all kinds of stuff here, so let's go and have a look. I've just asked some of the birders what's about, and they said there's been a scaup here for a couple of weeks, which is really quite a rare duck, so we'll go and see if we can see that. We'll be okay unless there's loads of tufted ducks there. So I've been asking around, and it's a young scaup, so it will look like a female tufted duck, so it's a matter of looking at each of the tufted duck females, but there is quite a lot. I mean, as I said, if there's tufted ducks, then we're pretty much screwed. So the following shots are the female tufted ducks with the females put in there. We're slightly foxed for a moment by the female pochard here, but the differences are so minute. There's a small bit on the beak instead of a large bit. The chest is all one colour. It was just really difficult. I had my personal choice is coming up in a second. Now this is what I thought was the scaup, but you can see there is a bit of a tuft, and scaups don't have a tuft, so I'm not 100% sure. But if you do know, let me know. I'm going to give up on the scaup hunting, but because I can't really tell and everything's a bit too far away, and my colour blindness doesn't really help, so I can't really differentiate particularly well with the female tufted ducks, which is a shame. Now I've showed some of my footage to a couple of birders. Mike, thank you very much if you're watching this, but he wasn't 100% sure either with my little screen, so I'll put the footage is there. If you can see one, please let me know, because it'd be nice to know that I have actually witnessed the scaup in real life. Whilst we were looking for the scaup, I could hear a distinctive peeping, which you'll be able to hear behind us, and it was a great spotted woodpecker. It's always fabulous to see a great spotted woodpecker. Here he is, and there he goes. And this is the first for the podcast. This is a great crested grebe, a magnificent grebe, really large compared to the little grebes we've seen before. Not quite sure what it does with its foot there. And then we also saw it's young, and this is young. It's a lot more mottled, but it must have been a very late baby to still have young going. A shoveler duck, which we've seen before. A raft full of cormorants. And then, as we spoke about before, my personal favourites, these are the lapwings. You can see them there, all brown with their little tufts on the back of their heads. Fabulous. Like fighting for each other for space. Surrounded by black-headed gulls in their winter plumage, so no black heads. And then, to cap it all off, just when we thought nothing, a goldeneye appeared. He'll never know how close I came to the scaup, but was denied. But never mind. A goldeneye was fabulous.
15 from Amwell Nature Reserve. I've had a really good time when I've been walking around here. It's been really good. If you could help out with the Scaup identification, I'd love that, or just to let me know that I've been looking at tufted duck for an hour, that's absolutely fine. But that was made up with the views of the diving goldeneye, which was absolutely fantastic, made up for it somewhat. Also though, great views of pochard, brilliant views of great crested grebe, first one for the podcast, with its young, which was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. And then also the other things, the usual stuff, the coots, the loads of gulls, which are the gadwalls as always at the moment. But really, really good time. I've had a really nice time. So we'll probably go for podcast 16. We'll come further down the Lee Valley, and we'll eventually do the whole of the Lee Valley Trail, so we can see what that has to offer. So hopefully you'll join me for podcast 16. So yeah, see ya.
Oh, who'd have thought it was so hard to say. Hello! Hello! If you like the podcast, why not subscribe by pressing the button on YouTube? And if you like my artwork, it's all done using photographs that I've taken, and I have an Etsy shop, Birds I've Seen. So go and have a look and buy some stuff.